intro, which is call the spaceships to Davenport, prepare for div anarchy and interface with the couch in space. Got a little Gothicles voice there. I don't know. I haven't done it in a while. But I am back on a regular space couch beat. So excited for today's episode. This is going to be a good one. I can feel it. I can feel it in my space bones. And we got an end table shipped out here to space. This is the first show I've ever done with an end table. Getting the couch into space was like such an endeavor that it really took me. Like I forgot about basic things like tables. But what I did not forget was to get some amazing advertisers. Brand new this week, Ligerhawk Records. You want to check out the Lost in the Singularity remix. That's Invictus as remixed by Gasoline and Invertebrate. 8-Bit Panda Strike has a new one called Let's Get It On. It's fantastic. Our Time by some guy named Tommy Tantrum. We'll figure that out. A Panda and His Uke, Narcissistic Nepotus, has a new one. Gasoline and Invertebrate covered the Hulk Hogan theme. And out now... Oh, no, I forgot to put it up. Oh, I'm stupid. It's the new Ligerhawk Records. Enter the Octagon 3 is out. You can get that at Ligerhawk Records for pay what you want. Also sponsoring the show, Super 7, the coolest toys in all the land. I'm always picking up stuff from them. Here's one I got. It's the Trash Quatch. It's a Sasquatch made out of a trash can. How you gonna not get that? It's good stuff. So as stoked as I am for wonderful toys at super7.com that you should get yourself from super7.com/spacecouchshow, I am more excited for today's guest. He is one of the superstars of Ligerhawk Records. Always puts out bangers. I don't know if you call them bang. We'll figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tommy Tantrum. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
All right.
Welcome to space. It is wonderful to internet meet you. I'm a fan of your music. Let's start with a little feature that we like to call "Describe Your Vibe." It's how would you describe the entity that is Tommy Tantrum?
Oh, where do I start?
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Well, it's a goth-themed 80s dark wave, synth wave.
Hell yeah. That's great.
And I do it pretty much the old-fashioned way. I have a Roland Juno 106 synthesizer, and it doesn't have loops. It doesn't have any of the new stuff.
Wow, okay.
I just play it
straight.
Yep.
Cool. I was going to ask you what your recording process was like. So we'll cut in the latest track, Our Time, somewhere here. And then do you...
Thought I'd pop on by. I don't know why. Maybe it's because this is our time. This is our time to play.
Do you go back and just do vocals like, or do you do it all at once? Like, what's your recording process like?
Well, I use a Linux workstation.
Okay.
And I run Linux, and I run an application called Ardour, ARDOUR.
Okay. Oh, wow. So the dude uses Linux and a 106 that he plays all himself, old school. He doesn't just sound like he's from the 80s. He's actually doing it that style. I love it. I also love your music. Just on the face of it, I really wouldn't even know where to to put it sort of sonically. The subjects of your songs are delightful. I really loved Our Time and, you know, how much you love the rain and hate the summer. What motivates or inspires you to write music?
Well, for one thing, I just get a little tune in my head that
Okay.
just doesn't shut up. And so I say, let's put this on the synth. Let's pull out the Roland and start playing.
Okay.
And I lay down the drum track from just the free drum tracks from YouTube that they give
really?
away.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'm working on, is to try and get my own drum track so I can,
Okay. Love it. Let me ask you this, and I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot of meat on this bone, but with tracks like Dot and certainly Our Time, I've noticed this kind of hopeful streak in your music as of late. Is that something you're feeling, or is that just kind of how they came together?
I'd say both.
Okay.
It was based off of how I was feeling at the time, and I just did something that come together. A tune
Cool.
popped in my head, and
It's great. I Dot just sort of makes you contemplate your place in the universe and play with cats, and it's great. And I alluded to it before, but a few of your songs laud the benefits of a rainy day, which I myself love as well. I was wondering if you could speak to the appeal of a rainy day, like what makes them so wonderful for you.
well, I've always liked the rain.
Okay.
The sun gets in my eyes. It does hurt. It is
Mhm.
painful. So I have to wear dark shades when I go out. You
Oh,
probably noticed this room isn't all that bright. I don't like brightness,
okay.
and I don't like being hot. It makes me ill,
Okay.
actually.
You are goth as hell, man. I love it. Uh, the do you ever play live?
No, sorry, I can't.
No, that's okay. There's no wrong answers. We're in space, man. You can do whatever you want. But
uh,
I was just curious, just because I've become such a fan after Invictus actually suggested I reach out, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful ride. Having you along on this crazy Ligerhawk thing. Um, the You had posted what I'll call a diatribe on love being dead, maybe about a
yeah.
year ago. I was wondering if that's something you're still feeling, and can we turn it around, or is love dead?
Love's dead.
Love's dead.
Society's gone down the toisty bowl, and there's so much in it. I don't know where to start,
Mm-hmm.
but every 14th of February, or the day of doom, I go in my goth uniform and mourn the loss of love.
I hear that, man. Ugh. I was just on a dating app earlier. I wanted to suck a gun. It's so bad. But yeah, you're right. You're right. So sorry, everybody out there on Earth, presuming you're watching on Earth out there, to our listeners or viewers. I know we have some Martians and like one or two Saturn aliens, but most of our audience is on terra firma there on Earth. Love's dead. So we've gotten rather quickly to the other features of the show, but I'm really excited. Say whatever you want. No wrong answers. This is a little segment we like to call Radiation Round. Called that because there's no lightning in space, or it's exceedingly rare just because there's not a lot of matter in space. I am so caffeinated. I'm sorry, Tommy. Um, but it's a lightning round essentially. So we'll start with an easy one: cats or dogs?
Cats.
Cats, man. And I know you hate summer. So Xing that out, winter, fall, or spring?
I would say fall and winter.
Fall and winter tide. You at home, check out Tommy's summer themed tracks. They are delightful. They'll make you want to sit in the dark air conditioning room in a cave at the center of the earth. And last one. Give me your ideal meal.
Well, I like weird food.
Hell yeah.
So I could see myself sitting down and having a Korean meal of squid and kimchi.
Squid and kimchi. I love it. So from the top, cats, fall and winter tide, squid and kimchi. And then we'll see if this works. This is one we call hypothetical spectacle. It's sort of like where we get weird and like distill your essence down into like something else, like Barbara Walters type shit. So it's a Space Couch classic, but I'm curious what you think Tommy Tantrum the video game would be like. Would you like dodge rain, or like you have a cat? Like sidekick that gives you life. Like, what do you think the Tommy Tantrum video game would be like?
Well, it's more of a like you're in a spaceship
Okay.
and you move about and blast little sunshines that are
Yes,
standing in your way.
love it. I love it. And yeah, there's yeah, because you're contemplating your place in the universe, and you just blast sunshine with your Tommy Tant. Like you can get like a Juno 106 to like for like extra firepower, and so check out that Tommy Tantrum video game coming soon from Ligerhawk Records Video Games, which I just decided exists. You tend to not. Do the album approach and put out like singles on YouTube. Do you find that more satisfying, or have you? Because I know you put out the best of Tommy Tantrum, and like I'm thinking of doing like just EPs and not like waiting to get 10 tracks or whatever it is together. How do you find the process of releasing one song at a time, if that makes sense?
Well, I do have, like I said, I'm old school, and so I have made several CDs.
Oh, okay. Cool,
and so I'm trying to remember the names of all my albums.
cool. Okay,
There's
you do have albums then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad then. So for you young kids at home, a CD is about like yay big, and it's a flat plastic disc you can spin around and shoot a laser at it, and then music comes out. Um, awesome. Okay, so we do have Tommy Tantrum albums. I'll have to pick those up. A lot of your music is on YouTube. Links to all of it is at Liger. Not all of it, but since we've met, the links to that is at ligerhawkrecords.bandcamp.com. What's next for the mighty Tommy Tantrum? Any subjects you're feeling, or musical styles going forward?
Well, I guess the hopeful streak that you pointed out
Mm-hmm.
will improve as the weather gets better. Like
Right.
probably next year, but I'll probably make some unsummer themes.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. Um, so, is there anything about Tommy Tantrum that people don't understand?
Oh boy, where do I start? Well, they probably don't understand why I don't care for the sun.
Yeah, there's that.
I've, I did have a heat stroke when I was 15.
Oh, really? Okay, that'll do it. Have you always been playing the piano? Because you're so good. Or
Well, the funny thing is, like Ferris Bueller said in his movie, never had one leg.
love it. Oh, always down for a Ferris Bueller reference. Well, you are amazingly well self-taught, and you're welcome back to space anytime. We'll just steer away from the stars and all the suns and stuff. It's like usually pitch black out here. I don't know why I decided to do my interview show from space, but it costs billions of dollars to get this couch up here. But there's very little sunlight this far out in the cosmos. I think we're about wrapping up. So what did we learn today? That Tommy is an '80s goth synthwave guy, but not just in presentation, also in physical process. A DAW is almost not used. Everything is played live on a Juno 106, which is just awesome. We're feeling good. We're feeling hopeful today. No live shows, but who doesn't love a good rainy day? Love is dead. Why? Why do you think love is dead? If you don't mind me revisiting that question.
Well, when you look at the way society is these
Yeah.
days, you know,
Yeah, I hear you, man. There's a lot of that going down.
and you notice how in the past your grandparents, well, most people's grandparents have been together for the last
Yeah.
60, 70 years.
Yeah,
but
right?
these days people bring divorce court and
I lasted
this.
a year and a half. That's how long my marriage, like barely a year, my marriage lasted. So that's you're a very poignant example there. Let's see. Oh, radiation round. Cats, summer, winter, and squid, which we are a big fan of here out in space. The Tommy Tantrum video game is going to be amazing. We're going to be blasting the sunshine out of the sky, and you can fire little dots. Get it? Dots. Hey, that's a Tommy song. So I think we're going to bring this flying couch back on into the station. Any final thoughts you may have?
Well, I just hope to make more music.
And so that's a perfect final thought. I absolutely love that. Space Couchketeers at home, please go look up Tommy Tantrum spelled like it's spelled on the screen. One of my favorite musical discoveries of the last few years. Wonderful to have you on Ligerhawk Records, man. This will run Sunday because we're as we're recording, we're in like space is weird and it turns like curves and time gets crazy. So as you're viewing this, it's Thursday, but it's your Sunday. So because we're broadcasting from the past. So that makes any sense. I'm so caffeinated. This is Brian for Space Couch for Tommy Tantrum saying, I called the spaceships to Davenport. Prepare for divanarchy and interface with the couch in space. I don't know where that came from. Just feeling silly today. You got me in such a good mood. Let us talk over the end credits here. But dude, that was so great.